Ve stínu jezera. Leave the lights on.
The second someone mentioned you were all alone, I could feel the trouble coursing through your veins. Now I know it's got a hold. Just a phone call left unanswered had me sparking now. These cigarettes won't stop me wondering where you are. Don't let go, keep a hold. But if you carry on abusing, you'll be robbed from us. I refuse to lose another friend to drugs. Just come home, don't let go. If you look into the distance, there's a house upon the hill, guiding like a lighthouse. It's a place where you'll be safe to feel our grace, cause we've all made mistakes. If you've lost your way, I will leave the light on. If you look into the distance, there's leave the light on. I will leave the light on. 'Cause I will leave the light on.
Play with fire.
Insane, inside, the danger gets me high. Can't help myself, got secrets I can't tell. I love the smell of gasoline. I light the match to taste the heat. I've always liked to play with fire. To play with fire. Watching as the flames get higher. I've always liked to play with
rite of passage, classic habit, matching the gas tank. Ooh, that's right, shit. Unstoppable, legendary animal. Digital justice, now you're gonna know what's held to the king and queen of the ruckus. Young money wired, no denying. I've always liked to play with fire.
Beats for Love.
I'm trying, but I keep falling down. I cry out, but nothing comes now. I'm giving my all, and I know peace will come. I never wanted to need someone. Yeah, I wanted to play tough, thought I could do all this on my own. But even Superwoman sometimes needed Superman, so help me out
waves,
There is a swelling storm, and I'm caught up in the middle of it all. And it takes control of the person that I thought I was, the boy I used to know. But there is a light in the dark, and I feel its warmth in my hands, my heart. Why can't I hold on? It comes and goes in waves, it always does, always does. We watch as our young hearts fade into the flood, into the flood. And freedom falling, the feeling I thought was set in stone, it slips through my fingers, trying hard to let it go. It comes and goes in waves, it comes and goes in waves, and carries us away.
piano waltz.
A dostáváme se k poslední podkategorii a obecně poslední podkategorii celé soutěže. A to jsou moderní skupiny a jako první fobie.
Tak to byla vložka zmatená hledačka peří. A následují čerešně.
Ako mladé dievča, už je to za nami. Po stromoch som liezla s našimi chlapcami. A vždy, keď na strome zlomili halúsku, házali mi chlapci čerešne za blúzku. Keď boli zvedaví, čo to mám pod blúzkou, odháňala som ich zelenou halúskou. Ubránila som sa viac menej úspešne. Nikto nesmel siahnuť na moje čerešne. Neverte mládencom, keď sa vám zapáčia, viedia vám všetky čerešne z koláča. Chlapci neublížia, kým hľadia zo stromu, keď zoskočia dolu, čakajte pohromu. Keď sa na vás chlapec zadíva uprene, ako tie čerešne budete červené. Keď sa na vás šuhaj usmeje pod fúsky, rýchlo vyberajte čerešne spod blúzky. Čerešne sú zrelé a blúzka triúzka, nič vám nepomôže, zelená halúska.
Chlad v duši.
This is a song about somebody else. So don't worry yourself, worry yourself. The devil's right there in the details. You don't wanna hurt yourself, hurt yourself. They're looking too closely. They're looking too closely. No, no, no. Put your arms around somebody else. Don't punish yourself, punish yourself. Truth is like blood underneath your fingernails. You don't wanna hurt yourself, hurt yourself. And I could be wrong about anybody else. So don't kid yourself, kid yourself. Looking too close.
In the zone.
May these words be the first to find your ears. The world is brighter than the sun now that you're here. Though your eyes will need some time to adjust to the overwhelming light surrounding us. I'll give you everything I have, I'll teach you everything I know. I promise I'll do better. I'll always hold you close, but I will learn to let you go. And I promise I'll do better. I will soften every edge, I'll hold the world to its best. And I'll do better. With every heartbeat I've left, I will defend you every breath. And I'll do better. May these words be the first to find your ears. The world is brighter than the sun now that you're here. Though your eyes will need some time to adjust to the overwhelming light surrounding us.
Naděje.
Years you've been dragging your feet, telling me I'm the reason we're stagnant. 30 years you've been claiming you're honest and promising progress. Well, where is it at? I don't want you to feel like a failure. I know this hurts, but I gave you your chance to deliver. Now it's my turn. Don't get me wrong, nature had a great run, but it's time to give the people something different. So without further ado, I like to introduce my album. Hope. What's my definition of success? Listening to what your heart says, standing up for what you know is right while everybody else is tucking their toe between their legs. What's my definition of success? Creating something no one else can. Being brave enough to dream big, grinding when you're told to just quit, giving more when you got nothing left. It's a person that'll take a chance on something they were told could never happen. It's a person that can see the bright side through the dark times when there ain't more. It's when someone who ain't never had nothing ain't afraid to walk away from more profit because they'd rather do something that they really love and take the pay cut. It's been years of my life holding on to things I never should have kept, full of hatred. Years of my life carrying a lot of baggage that I should have walked away from. Years of my life wishing I was someone different, looking for some validation. Years of my life trying to fill a void, pretending I was in. They get it. Pain's a necessary evil, difficult to go through, yes, but beneficial. Some would say having a mental breakdown is a negative thing, which on one hand I agree, but on the other hand, it was the push I needed to get help and start the healing process. See, if I didn't ever hit rock bottom, would I be the person that I am today? I don't believe so. I'm a perfect example of what happens when you choose to not accept defeat and face your demons. Took me 30 years to realize that if you want to get the opportunity to be the greatest version of yourself, sometimes you gotta be someone you're not to hear the voice of reason. Having kids will make you really take a step back and look in the mirror. At least for me, that's what it did. I wake up every day and pick my son up, hold him in my arms and let him know he's loved. Standing by the window questioning if that is ever going to show up. Isn't something he's gonna have to worry about. Don't get it twisted, that was in the shop. Mama, I forgive you, I just don't want him to grow up thinking that he'll never be enough. 30 years of running, 30 years of searching, 30 years of hurting, 30 years of pain, 30 years of fearful, 30 years of anger, 30 years of empty, 30 years of shame, 30 years of broken, 30 years of anguish, 30 years of hopeless, 30 years of hate, 30 years of never, 30 years of maybe, 30 years of later, 30 years of fate, 30 years of hollow, 30 years of sorrow, 30 years of darkness, 30 years of hate, 30 years of baggage, 30 years of sadness, 30 years of stagnant, 30 years of change, 30 years of patience, 30 years of suffering, 30 years of torment, 30 years of 30 years of bitter, 30 years of lonely, 30 years of pushing everyone away. You'll never revolve. I know I can change. We are not enough. We are not the same. You don't have the heart. You don't have the strength. You don't have the will. You don't have the faith. You'll never be loved. You'll never be safe. Might as well give up. Not running away. You don't have the guts. You're the one afraid. I'm the one in charge. I'm taking up. I'm taking up. Reigns.
Slyšíš? Otazník.